Hey guys, today we have Khushbu and she is having total 4 years of experience in Java, Spring Boot and Microservices domain. And those who want to give same framework interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Khushbu, how are you?
Yeah, fine. What about you, Faisal?
Yes, I'm also good. Shall we start?
Yes,
Okay, so Khushbu, can you please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
yes, of course. Myself, Khushbu Kumari. Right now, I am working as a Java developer at TCS. My overall experience is 5.10 years, but my relevant experience is 4 years. Right now,
Okay,
I am working on a insurance domain project, which is UK based project. So my day-to-day responsibility is to create the REST APIs using Java, Spring Boot, microservices, and also we have to basically it is an enhancement project. So we
okay,
have to add the new features to enhance the APIs.
okay.
Sometimes we got the
So
defect
how do you
also.
enhance the API?
Enhance means like we get the specification, like there are some attributes we have to add, like there are policies, customer modules. So like if we have to add the address of the
Okay,
customer, so
okay,
add the that sections and all the attributes. So like that we have to enhance.
okay. So
And
how can we
sometimes we
create
got
a REST API?
for creating the REST API, first we have to create the Maven project using a
Mhm.
Spring Initializer, and we have to create the controller services, DTO layers, and service layer. These all are the layers. And in controller, we have to use the endpoints URL. We have to mention, and we can define the methods and all. Using this way, we create the REST APIs.
Okay, tell me the annotations that we use while creating REST APIs.
Yes, actually, in the very first, we have to use at the rate REST controller in the controller method, at the rate get mapping, at the rate post mapping, at the rate valid to validate the request bodies, at the rate request body to post to get the inputs, at the rate path variable, at the rate request param,
So what's the
and
difference between path variable and request param?
yeah, actually, there is a difference. Like if we want to fetch the value from the URL, then we have to use path at the rate path variable. But when we have to fetch the value from the query parameter, then we have to use at the rate request param.
Okay. Let's say you are asked to design an immutable employee class. What all things will you take care?
Yeah, immutable class, if we have to develop, then we have to use the final keyword. Like we have to use final keyword, and we have to mention the fields private stat means private final and the field name. And if there is object which is mutable, so for that we have to mention the defensive copies for that, so that
Mhm.
original value get not the disturbed.
Okay, so what
And
is this
we do not
defensive
provide
copy?
the, like if a date is there, date means explicitly, like date is there. And when we use like new date and this type of things, like we this is
Like if we have
defensive copy.
array, sorry, if we have a list,
Yeah,
we can
collection also.
manipulate the
Yeah,
list,
yes,
right? That's why we need
yes,
defensive copying. Correct.
yes. Yeah,
Is
and
string
don't
truly
provide the
immutable?
setter method. Don't provide
Yeah,
the
yeah,
setter
don't
method, so
provide.
that
Mhm.
nobody can set the values.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. So is string truly immutable?
Uh, I think it is truly immutable, because we can't modify when if we created once in memory location, we can't change it.
Hmm. Correct, correct. It is truly immutable. And is it thread safe?
Yes.
Yes, it is thread safe.
Yes,
Okay.
because multiple thread can access it without any synchronization
Hmm.
keyword. We can't change it, so it is thread safe.
Correct. Okay, so now let's say you are using HashMap in production
Yes,
in your code,
yes.
and suddenly it stops finding keys. So what could be the reason?
To stop the finding keys.
Yes, there's a pair in the HashMap, right? Keys and values.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
If it is not finding keys, like I don't have.
Okay. I think the most common reason is the key object was mutated after insertion.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
HashMap basically uses hashcode to find bucket equals to find exact key,
Yes.
right? If fields
Yes.
used in the hashcode or equals change after insertion, the key resides in the wrong bucket, can never be found again.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Of
Mm.
course.
Hey guys, before moving to the next question, I would like to share one important thing with you. Actually, we had launched interview preparation kit and it has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert and MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise projects, code and video recorded sessions are there and you can add these in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. So basically the material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data, JPA, Kafka, Microservices, Maven, Git, coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. You can buy just the complete interview preparation material or the full kit with project supports and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview experience. And guys, I think Kushi recently purchased interview preparation kit. So not now, but yeah, in future, I'll ask her to share feedback. Now moving to our interview.
Yes.
Can we override only equals and skip hash code?
No, there is a contract between them.
Hmm.
If we override the equals method, we have to override the hash code definitely, so that we can get the right bucket and right value. If it is not, if we don't override hash code, we can get the different hash code. If two object which is equal means content is equal, it should return the same hash code. So if
Hmm.
we initially what happened, equal method is also check the object using references. So if two object is equal means content is equal, so that's why we override the equals method, so that if two object are equal by the content, so it will return the same value. So and for that also we have to override the hash code, so that it also return the same hash code. Otherwise we will not get the correct bucket and not get
Hmm.
the,
Correct,
never
correct,
call
correct.
the equal values, like
Hmm.
equal method to compare the keys and all.
Correct. And also tell me why does hashmap use hash code first, then equals?
Yeah, like when we put the methods, like when we call put method to insert the key value pair, first it internally call the hash code to get the indexes. That's why it's
Yeah,
first one.
because first hashmap needs to find the
Yes,
buckets, relevant buckets
yes,
for that key. That's why
yes,
hash code is needed first. Then equals comes into the picture because it will check whether there is a duplication in the keys or not. If the keys is already
yes,
there, then
yes,
it will replace with the existing one. Okay.
yes.
Okay, so let's say multiple threads process the same order ID. How will you prevent duplicates? Let's say
Can
you
you
are
again,
working in a
please?
let's say you are working in a cart management, order management system, right? And
Okay,
multiple threads process the same order ID.
okay.
How will you prevent the duplicates? Like we could use in-memory locking, concurrent hash map, Redis lock. We
Yeah,
could
yeah, we
use
can use, but I don't have that much idea about
okay,
looking
okay,
and
database
all
Unix,
internally.
distributed logs.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know about
Yes, yes, we
synchronize
can
and
use.
reentrant log?
I have heard, but I don't
Okay.
have that much deeply idea in that.
Okay, okay. Like, do you know why do we use synchronize keyword?
Yes, of course. Like in multi-threaded application, we have to use
Mm-hmm.
synchronized keyword. Synchronized
Okay.
keyword we used in the block or method, so that at a time only one thread can access that object.
Mm-hmm.
So it will preserve the concurrency, means it will preserve the
Okay.
consistency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Yep. Do you know about volatile keyword?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please go ahead?
Yeah, like volatile is a keyword which we used with the variables, so that if any thread can means if any thread changes that object or field, means field, it is work on the field. So if any thread changes that field, other thread can visibility is mainly thing is visibility, means
Mainly
if
thing is
any
visibility.
thread, yeah, main
Correct.
thing is like any thread changes the field or and all, so other
Mhm.
thread can see that.
And what's the difference between atomic integer and volatile keyword?
Yeah, atomic integer is an integer which is used to read, update, or change the field in a simple and what can I say, without
So atomic
synchronization
integer
we
is also
can.
used for synchronization, like
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
to make a method or anything thread safe, right?
yes, yes.
Do you know about executor service?
Executor service, little bit I know that it is used in a executor service framework,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I don't have that much idea about
Okay,
it
okay. Yeah, it's
because I
fine.
haven't used it.
So basically, executor service provides thread reuse, control concurrency, task queuing, graceful shutdown, and etc. etc. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we have multiple type of thread pools, cache thread pool, fixed thread pool. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Moving ahead, what's the difference between normal stream and parallel stream?
Yeah, like parallel stream execute the streams one by one,
Mhm.
but sorry, see, normal stream, but parallel stream what doing, parallel stream divided in the stream into the multiple segment and prepare the result, and after combining them it will give the result. But in normal streams it will pipeline the operations one by one, and it is giving the result. So and if normal stream will take more time rather as compared to parallel
Mhm.
stream.
So when not to use parallel stream,
When not to use, uh, can't say.
like a data set is small, tasks are
Yeah, yeah,
blocking,
yes, of
right?
course. Yeah,
Operations are
if
not
there
thread
is
safe.
bulk data, then we have to
Hmm.
use parallel stream.
Parallel
But if
stream.
data is a small, large, normal data
Can
set, then
streams
we can
modify
use
original collection?
uh, original collection.
No, stream do not modify collections by design.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
Yep. Um, do you know how garbage collector works?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Like
please.
in Java memory model, like in heap
Mhm.
area, whenever object is created, it is stored in the heap area. There is weak references and strong differences are there. So first garbage collector choose that object references which is not in used, like
Mhm.
there are no longer used but still referenced. So first choose that one and clear it, and
Got it.
to access the memory.
How singleton design pattern works and what are the types of singleton design patterns we have?
Yeah, singleton. Singleton means only one of the bean is created in all the application.
Mhm.
Like and when we create the singleton class, like it's we use instance variable, public static, and the name of the class instance variable equal to null. Like, and we have to
And
mention
what's
the
the best way
private.
to create singleton?
Best way, like we have to mention a synchronized block inside that, so that only
Okay.
one thread
Have
can
you heard
access
about
it.
enum singleton?
Yes, I have heard, but
Okay. So
yeah,
enum
right
singleton
now
is the best way to create singleton.
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay. Um,
Okay.
uh, can singleton break via reflection?
Yes.
Yes. But except
Mm.
enum singleton.
Okay.
right? That's why enum singleton is one
Is
of the best
better.
singletons. I think not we cannot say one of the. It's the best way to design singleton design patterns. Enum singleton. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So Khushi, can you tell me how does Spring Boot auto configuration work in a microservice application or in a
Yes.
monolithic any application?
Yes, like there is when we create the Spring Boot application, there is pom.xml file. We have to add all the dependencies and all. And whenever we add the dependencies in pom.xml, it internally fetches all the jar files and all. And based on the dependencies and class path, all the jar files are configured internally. We no need to externally configure like earlier.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yes.
How does conditional on class help in enabling and disabling auto configuration?
Yeah, actually, at the rate conditionally, conditional on bean, or we can use like if we custom, if you want to custom our bean, means what can I say here? At the rate conditional we used whenever we
It checks
want to
whether a specific class exists on the class path
exist. Yes, whether this class is exist or not. If
or
it is
not.
exist, then bean will created. Otherwise, not. This is the
Correct.
meaning of
This
at
basically
the rate
ensures loose
conditional.
coupling, auto-config only when dependency exists, microservices or
Yes.
monolithic or remain
Yes.
lightweight. Okay. What happens if two
Yes.
auto-configuration classes try to create the same bean?
To configure. What can you come again?
Like what happens if two auto-configuration classes try to create the same bean?
Same bin, then it will like there is a exception. It is throwing exception. No such bin definition. Like there is a one exception. It is throwing.
Okay. Mm. Yes, I think it's
No
correct.
such bin exception like that.
We should use primary annotation, right? Or there is one more, right?
Yeah, this is all. Yeah, this is the
Mm.
main thing. We have to use at the
Mm.
rate primary or at the rate qualifier. By default,
Okay.
it is used at the rate primary. Like,
Mhm.
and if we want to a specific bin at the that
Okay,
time,
so
so
let's
at
say,
that time we use.
got it, got it. Let's say, how do you exclude let's say you want to exclude an unwanted auto configuration. So how would you do that?
There is a exclusion tag also there. We can use that exclusion tag inside the pom.xml for excluding
Correct,
the
correct.
dependency.
How do you manage configurations for multiple environments?
Yeah, we can use the profiling concept here. Like
Okay.
there are so many environment like a dev, prod, QA environment. So for that, if we want to configure for each of the environment, we can create the application.dev.properties, application.prod.properties like that, and we
Mhm.
can mention their configuration. For that, we have to use we have to enable that properties. Spring.profiles.active is equal to dev or prod whatever it is,
Okay.
like that we have to active, we can fetch that value.
And how do you secure sensitive values like DB passwords?
Yeah, it depends on the like many of the people stores in cloud to save that password and credentials and all. CyberArk is one application they are there. Many of the people use this one.
Have you worked with cloud config?
No, I don't have that much idea, but I am basics. I know the basics of AWS and Docker also.
Okay, got it. What's the difference between save and flash? Means save versus save and flash method.
Yeah, save is to save the resource on the DB, but save
Okay.
plus I knew it, but right now I don't have
Right now you are
recall.
not
I'm
getting
not
it.
recalling.
Save
Yes.
persist entity to persistence context. DB write maybe
Okay.
delete. Whereas save and flush, it persists entity immediately flushes changes to DB. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Can save method succeed but DB rollback later?
Uh, don't
No
know.
idea. Yes, inside a transaction, let's say we are inside a transaction, save succeeds, exceptions occur later, entire transaction rolls back.
Okay.
Entry never reaches to DB.
Yeah, it is the
So
main
how
feature.
how does transactional annotation work?
It the transactional annotation works like as we know that transaction means when we there is a series of operation whatever in the methods, it should be completed or not at all. So uh, transaction ensures that if there is a series of operation, it should be completed for completely successfully, otherwise not at all. If there is any exceptions occur during the transaction, it will roll back and DB will be consistent.
Hmm, Moving ahead. Tell me, why is transactional annotation not sufficient in microservices?
Not sufficient. um,
Okay,
don't have.
because it works only within a single JVM or DB. Microservices have independent databases.
Yes.
That's why Saga pattern comes into the picture, right? Do you know about Saga
Okay.
pattern?
I don't I haven't
Okay,
used.
okay, it's fine. Uh, do you know about lazy loading issues in REST APIs? Like what issues can lazy loading causes in Spring Boot REST APIs?
Yes, I have used lazy loading and eager loading. I
Mhm.
know that eager loading causing the problem when like circular dependency it will create it, but lazy loading it will
Yeah,
not
lazy
load
loading
the.
also sometimes create problems like lazy initialization exception. There is a problem.
Okay.
Unexpected DB access during serialization. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how do microservices communicate with each other?
Yeah, there is a two way. One is synchronous, another one is
Mm,
asynchronous.
okay.
Synchronous like a REST client, REST
Mm-hmm.
template, web client, and open
Mm-hmm.
thing. And
Mm-hmm.
it means whenever there is a request to another services, it will wait for that response. But
Mm-hmm.
in asynchronous, what happen? When a request for the other services, it will not waiting for the other responses
Mm-hmm.
like Kafka, RabbitMQ, and all.
Okay. Um, how do you handle failures in synchronous communication?
Yeah, we can handle like using circuit breaker pattern, retry limit, rate limiter,
Timeouts,
and
fallbacks.
fallback methods.
What is circuit breaker and where it is used?
Yes, circuit breaker pattern is used like there are so many services in microservice. It means
Mm-hmm.
like
Okay.
one service communicate to another service,
Mm-hmm.
second service communicate to third service, and in
Mm-hmm.
between, if one service is failed, and the service which is repeatedly calling the failed service, it will hamper the other services also. So at that point of time, circuit breaker break that point, and it will stop the services which is repeatedly calling the failed services, and it will check the few times, after few times it will check again. If it
Mm-hmm.
is normal, then resume the calls.
Should
Yes.
microservices share a database?
uh, Said yeah, yes, it can have.
No, no, I'm not saying it can. Like I'm asking, should it is a good practice?
No, it is not a good practice. It
Okay,
should
why?
have different. because each in microservices what happen, it is individual services. If
Mm-hmm.
it has a different database, so if we want to change in one service,
Mm-hmm.
so we have to test only that services only on that service data. So it is a good practice to individual, we have to put the individual database.
Yes, and also there will be tight coupling if there is the same database. If a
Yes,
schema
yes,
changes, there will be a service would be break, right?
yes,
Deployment
yes.
dependency issue.
Yeah, we
Okay.
there is a deployment dependency complexity,
Mm.
and we can't release the version very easily. These all are
Mm.
the problems.
Correct. Do you know
Mm.
about optimistic locking in Spring Data JPA?
Yes, I have heard, but I don't have idea.
Okay, it's fine. How do you implement caching in Spring Boot?
Yeah, there is many levels of caching. Like there is
Mm.
first level, second level, and
Okay.
if we want to use
Mm-hmm.
caching in our application, then we have to add the Spring Boot starter cache dependency in our form.xml. We have
Okay.
to use cacheable on the method where we have to use the caching,
Mm-hmm.
and there is some cache evict, cache put is used to update or remove the data from the
Okay.
db, or as well as cache also.
Correct, correct. Have you used any cache like Redis cache or AWS cache?
Yeah, redis, we used redis
Redis.
cache.
How can we add in
Yes.
our Spring Boot project?
Yeah, there is also a Spring Boot starter Redis dependencies there. We
Okay.
have to add in our pom.xml,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to enable like a reject cacheable. We have to
Okay.
use that on annotations and on the methods, and we can use that.
Okay. Got it. And what about logging? Have you used logging?
Yeah, in my applications, they are using Elastic Search Stack Kibana
Okay.
to
To
collect
visualize the
all the
logs.
logs. Yes, like there is also a Spring Actuator. You can check
Mm-hmm.
the health and beans and the
Can
status
you
of
tell
the
me some
application.
important endpoints of a Spring Boot actuator?
Yes, like slash actuator slash
Mm-hmm.
health slash actuator slash bean slash actuator slash uh,
Okay.
yeah, there are so many, but don't remember all those.
Okay. Okay.
And
It's fine.
we can
What
check
is
the actuator.
distributed cache problems?
Yeah, distributed caches problem, like when we use the distributed, like this is the Redis is the distributed cache,
Mm-hmm.
and when we use this one, but I don't know that the problems.
No. But you said you know.
What?
Okay. You said like you know the answer. I thought you know the answer.
I was thinking I know, but when I'm telling,
Okay.
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 No.
Okay. So let me tell you, there would be network. There is a network latency,
Yeah.
invalidation, complexity, data consistency. So these are some problems related with distributed cache. Okay.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
know about n plus one query problem?
Yes. Like when we fetch one entity query,
Mm-hmm.
select query, like there is a book
Mm-hmm.
and author, and we want to fetch the
Mm-hmm.
author query, like select star from author and all. So internally, when it will fetch the n select query of the child entity. So
Okay.
one is the main query and n is the child entity queries. So this is the n plus one one problem.
Can you please tell me the life cycle of Maven? Like what's and also the difference between Maven clean and Maven install?
Yes, Maven lifecycle, like clean, build, and site is also there. And
Okay.
clean, ambient clean and ambient install means like ambient clean the code, like
Mm.
and it will remove the files which is generated previously build project, and ambient install the compile the code and build the packages to the local repository.
Got it. And moving ahead, can you please tell me some important Git commands that we use in our day-to-day task?
Yeah, actually in our project, what happened? There is a interface Git tutorials. Using that interface, we have used all the Git
Okay,
push
you are
fetch
using
and
Git
pull
tortoise.
and all. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
So that much I don't have remember right now, but like a Git add when we
Mhm.
have to staging the area, like a Git add and file name and all, we have used.
So how do you resolve conflicts?
Yeah, there is also when we have to push the code and
Mm-hmm.
there is conflicting, means from
Mm-hmm.
other branches also they have
Mm-hmm.
made changes on the same file. So first we have to revert the file in
Okay.
our local, and then again we take the reverse and it will resolve.
So what are you using, GitHub or GitLab?
This is GitHub.
Okay, what's the difference between GitHub and Git?
Like Git is a tool, okay,
Okay,
and GitHub is the hosting repository where our code is there.
okay, got it. And what's the difference between authentication and authorization?
Yes, authentication means verifying the person who are you, and
Okay.
authorization means giving the access. Means what are the access you have given? What are the things you have to do? There is a
Okay.
system. In this system, if we want to use that system, we have to
Mm-hmm.
authenticate first. But
Okay.
inside that system, there are so many things. For
Mm-hmm.
using that things, we have to authorization. We have to authorize first. Yes.
Okay. And so do you know about authorization token that we use, that we pass to our APIs?
Authorization token means you are telling JWT token.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, means I have used
Okay.
JWT token. So means for what are you asking in this
Like
question?
what is the purpose of that token and how, why do we
Okay.
use it,
Yes, yes. For
and how can we
authorization
create that
person.
token?
Yes, yes. Like for the authorization person purpose, we have to create that token. Like first
Okay.
time, whenever there is user log in the system, they will get
Mm-hmm.
the token. And from the next time, whenever they requesting for the APIs, so from the endpoints they have to send that token with the authorization header. Internally
Mm-hmm.
it will check and validate the token, and if it is okay, then we'll get the access. And for
Okay.
creating the token, we have to several process in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have to create the first JWT authentication filter, JWT service, JWT there is security filters, and we have to use so that we can filter the. We have to use the HTTP request or to
Mm-hmm.
authorize the endpoints, which endpoints having which roles they can access, and then we have to use the user detail service to load the username from the database.
Okay.
And
Okay.
in there is auth controller is there,
Mm-hmm.
where when we log the user, then it will generate the token. So and
Okay.
in utility service we have to generate the token.
Okay.
There are so many methods in utility service for expiration, username, get username, validate the
Mm.
token, generate the token and all.
Okay. Okay. So let's say you are working on some search functionality. There is a search bar. You have a huge data. Maybe in your
Okay.
database, maybe in your data structure you are holding temporarily. So how would you design that search functionality?
Uh, if there is a heavy load in that search bar, so for that we have to use caching here. So
Okay.
that if there is a request of the multiple data which is again and again coming, so
Mm-hmm.
for that type of data we can cache it. We can use the cache here.
Okay. And like I want to know how would you search? For example, you have a array with billions of data and user search a particular keyword. So how would you do the searching? Like
Like
how can
means
you
here
optimize this? What would be the time complexity?
we can use the HashMap here
Yes.
and searching for searching. If in query we can use the criteria API because in
Mm-hmm.
criteria API they made the query from the programmatic way, and for
Okay.
the searching purpose, when the thing is searching purpose, if there are so many filters are there, we can filter that and we can
Mm-hmm.
use that.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Do you know about database sharding?
No idea.
Like we can use multiple databases across one system, distribute our database, something like that.
It is there, but
Okay.
right now
Okay.
I
So
don't
tell
get
me,
it.
which one would you prefer, monolithic or microservice?
Uh, I am prefer microservices means
Why?
because it is giving the like clean and cleaner code. Like in monolithic, all those things in only one applications, so
Mm-hmm.
very difficulties to search them. But in microservices, all the services are different. All have the different databases. We can
Mm-hmm.
easily test, deploy in independent services, and easily can deployable. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I prefer microservices.
Okay. Okay. But is this any statement like microservices? I mean, microservice architecture will always be the best choice?
No, it is
No.
not there. It depends on the like organizations which they want to
Mm-hmm.
use, which they prefer.
Correct. Correct. Got it. Um,
Yes.
okay. So why do we use POM file in our project?
Yeah, pom.xml we use to add the all the dependencies.
Okay. And from where we are fetching the actual dependencies?
Yeah, dependencies are based on the class path.
Okay. Do you know about M2 folder?
M2 folder.
Hmm. Like where we
No
store our
idea.
dependencies in our project, there is a M2 folder, dot M2, something like that.
Yeah, don't remember right
Don't
now.
remember. Okay, okay. Got it. Okay, so can you please share your screen? I'll ask a coding question.
Okay. Okay.
Mm. So the question is, you are given
Okay.
a list of strings and you have to sort the strings based on their length by using Stream API.
List of string, right?
Yes, yes, you are given a list of strings and you have to sort the strings based on the string length.
String length. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you are doing grouping by. That's a way to create a map, right? Grouping by.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
cannot we
Okay.
use instead of collect, cannot we use
Yeah,
string dot
one is
sorted,
also there.
and inside sorted
One is
can we pass a custom comparator,
yes, but string length using
like inside sorted cannot we do something like that, comparator dot comparing int, and inside that string length.
yeah, we can do that.
Hmm. And inside that we can pass method reference, right, string length,
Yes,
and then we could collect.
yes. It is not. Your question is what?
Sort the strings based on their length. So yes, I think this should
Yeah.
work.
So, okay.
This is working, right? A, B, C comes first, then A, B,
Yes.
C, D. Yes. Okay, the next question is find the first character that does not repeat in a string. You can do this by normal coding. You are given a string and you have to find the first character that does not repeat in the string.
Okay, not repeated. Right.
Mhm.
Like string. Yes. Like that.
Like Khushbu, so here first character is U. That is not repeating. Oh, sorry, K. K is the first letter.
K is yes.
Uh,
So yeah. So,
okay, yeah, please run your code. Okay, K. Now can you put Swiss as WISS instead of Khushbu? Put Swiss as WISS. It W should be printed.
yeah.
Yep,
Yes, it
that's
is
correct.
okay.
Okay. Okay, so Khushbu, yes, it's done from my end. And yes, it was a very, very wonderful interview again.